Mic check, mic check. What's up, everybody? Doc 1985. There's levels to this. Welcome to another episode of the Gamer's Perspective Podcast with your boy Doc Dark. I am reluctant, hesitant, saddened, a little bit ashamed. All of the above as to what's about to transpire in this podcast and what I'm about to tell you about the way that I've been feeling lately. I have lost. I have lost the console war. Doc, what do you mean by that? What I mean is, I no longer have it in me to fight this console war. There's no point in fighting if you're only concerned with the console aspect of all these things. Then the PlayStation is outselling the Xbox. The PlayStation has games that run better on it. The PlayStation is doing a lot. PlayStation's the only one that has VR. Like it is what it is, even if you're not concerned with that at all. But what really changed all of this for me is every single day that I wake up and I turn on my PC, it's almost like I'm being fed by the Matrix a little bit more, or I'm getting that red pill to get out of the Matrix, and I see things a little bit differently. And that's what I wanted to make this video about today on this beautiful Sunday. Gaming on PC has downgraded, limited, or put into perspective that PlayStation and Xbox are nothing more than just an app. An app to me, because I'm playing on PC. Again, obviously there's consoles, obviously there's whole ecosystems tied to them, obviously there's accessories, obviously, but I'm giving you my perspective. This is what this podcast is all about. Xbox right here lives as an app right next to PlayStation, right next to EA, right next to Epic, right next to Steam, right next to Ubisoft. If I want to pin GOG, I can as well. All they are to me now is just simply an app that I use to play games. Then it becomes which app is better. And at that point, arguing about which app is better, well, they're not all the same. They're not all the same. For instance, Ubisoft, right, has a storefront. Ubisoft also has a subscription service, but their catalog is not as big as, say, something like Steam, right? And their subscription service, I don't know how many games are in the subscription service, but I would venture that's probably not the same amount of games as there are on Game Pass, right? Then you got things like Steam that may not have a subscription service, but Steam's catalog is ridiculous, right? So when I come to these places now that are just simply an app that live on the exact same hardware, that's what this is. Again, it's blowing my mind to picture this way. Everything that I want access to is on one piece of hardware. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't know why, but I do miss playing on console. It's just the logical side of my brain keeps telling me why when it's all here. It's all here and more. So why? I don't know. I tried to justify it by saying, I'm gonna play multiplayer games on console, and even that, I said it, but I still got Apex Legends downloaded on my PC, and I still play Apex Legends on my PC. Yeah, it's a different challenge. Yeah, I get mollywopped, but it's nice to be able to turn off Apex Legends and jump into a game, whatever game I want, and not have to switch consoles. Like that's That's nice. Whether I want to play something like Death Stranding or if I want to play something like Modern Warfare, all on the same machine, or Death Stranding and Halo, all on the same machine. It's really nice. It's really nice to be able to do that. It's all an app. So what would I argue? I get accused of flip flopping a lot. I really do. And I see those comments where people say that I flip flop and all this other stuff, and I don't know what I want. And this is what I want to tell you. If you think I'm a flip flopper, I will change my mind based off of my experiences and the information that I get. I've been alive for 39 years, and that has helped me in life. More information you get, it's okay to change your mind and decide what's best for you. I'm going to continue doing that. I teach my kids the same thing. When you get more information about something, or you learn something else, or your experience shows you something different, it's okay to change the opinion that you had yesterday for a better opinion today based on the knowledge that you have today. That's a good way to live. Now, some of you guys and girls will prefer me to just live and die by whatever I said a year ago, 2 years ago. Man, whatever I said last week. I had a video where I said I was turning in my PC, went to Walmart didn't take it, and it was a blessing because I kept working on the PC, kept seeing more people encourage me with the PC, and now I'm back to loving PC again, and my PC hasn't turned off since, so I have no idea what was going on that day. No idea at all. I still play Forza Motorsport on it. I have no idea at all. I don't push it to 4K no more, but maybe that's what it was. But somebody said that shouldn't still make the PC turn off. But I'm going to change my mind, guys, the more information that I get. But what I'm telling you today is I have no fight in me left when it comes to this console war stuff. Not the console war. Now, if we want to talk about PlayStation versus Xbox, we can. But at that point, then it really becomes silly because PlayStation is not doing what Xbox is doing. If you are not about consoles, you can't really promote or be excited about PlayStation. You really can't. You could not care about consoles and still be excited with what Xbox is doing. For better or for worse. However you want to take it. But for me, as a PC gamer, what I'm telling you is that Xbox and PlayStation are nothing more than just an app. That's it. When I go ahead and decide that I want to go ahead and subscribe to Game Pass Plus again, I will be playing PlayStation games on my PC. Yes, I'm going to have to stream them because that's the only way I could do it right now. But it would behoove PlayStation to go ahead and might as well do the same thing that Ubisoft is doing. You the same thing that EA is doing. You the same thing that Epic is doing. Like, make your app store an actual store. Make it so that people can actually buy games on here as well. Why would you give Steam some of this money? Doesn't make sense. Because here I am on Steam buying your games, and you got to split that with Steam. Why would you do that, Sony? Right? That wouldn't make any sense. Xbox has games on Steam, but Xbox has their own store as well, where if I want to buy the game on Xbox, I can buy it as well. It is nothing more than just an app now. I literally feel like I'm seeing things from a different perspective. PC gamers are going to see this and going to be like, well, no duh, doc. We've been trying to tell you since forever. Listen, people are going to tell me, we've been trying to tell you that the console wars are stupid, this, and that, blah, blah, blah. Listen, sometimes when you're in the war is not stupid. It's when you're done with the conflict and when you go back and you reflect where you can actually see like, okay, that doesn't really make sense. So I understand why PC gamers or PC-centric content creators talk about consoles and stuff because they got and when they talk about console, notice how they actually talk about the fan base, right? So you see a lot of PC content creators that make salt videos or whatever, and they mostly talk about the fan base because they really don't have a gripe with PlayStation or Xbox. They really don't. Why would you? The complaints that I had about Xbox, now that I game on PC, are gone. My complaints that I had about Xbox was when I was gaming Xbox as a console gamer. As a PC gamer, it is what it is. I still love Game Pass Ultimate. I'm still subscribed to it. And I'm probably going to stay subscribed to it because this is something that I realized, right? Man, boy, I'm telling you right now, when I tell you there's levels to this, there's levels to this, right? People were saying how there's a whole bunch of games that you can't play, right? On what you call it, on freaking on Game Pass PC. Hold on, give me a quick second. Let me grab my controller. Hold on. There's a list of games that you can't play on Game Pass PC. Let me connect my controller so that it reads that I got a controller. Okay, there you go. Now it reads that I got a controller connected, right? But some of those games that you can't play on Game Pass PC, you could play them via the cloud. And that to me is like, oh, another area where Xbox still has me covered. So some of these 360 games that you can't play, whatever, right? I could still play them. I could still play them. I could still play them. I could still play Fable 2 on my PC if I wanted to. I promise you, eyes are open, and I don't know how to tell somebody that is not a true casual, meaning that's just really just a casual gamer. I cannot express to someone that's not just that. If you really do like gaming as a hobby, and I know some of you love gaming as a passion, so I know you like gaming way more than I do. You know about gaming way more than I do. I don't understand how you would not give PC a try and see how much more you can do, and see how those games that from the past that you wanted to play, you could already play. Somebody left a comment in one of my videos and said, Doc, we've been having the remasters and the remakes. Well, as soon as you upgrade your hardware, that game that you played 5 years ago or whatever, now that game has been quote unquote remastered because your hardware could run it better. That's wild. And to the people out there that are talking about my Walmart PC, right? And they're saying, well, your Walmart PC is not going to last you, this and that, blah, blah. Again, the difference is I could go ahead and upgrade my Walmart PC right now today to something more powerful than what the PS5 Pro is probably going to be. I could do that today. Like today, there's nothing holding you back when you're playing on the PC platform, the open platform, whatever you want to call it. And now I look at Xbox, PlayStation, EA, Ubisoft, Steam, Epic Store. They're all the same. They're all the same. The difference is that Xbox and PlayStation have a dedicated hardware. But if you want to argue that, you can say that Steam has a dedicated hardware. They got the Steam Deck. They're all the same. Steam Deck should make a living room version of it. Oh my! I mean, technically you could do it with the Steam Deck, right? You could dock it. But if they made one a little bit dedicated that had better cooling and every other, like, Asus is making one, right? I'm sure maybe EA doesn't want to make one, maybe Ubisoft doesn't want to make one, but PlayStation and Xbox have a dedicated hardware to play their apps. Now the hardware that I use has their apps. I'm telling you, see things differently. I lost the console war and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with everybody else being excited that PlayStation is outselling Xbox. Everybody else being excited. Whatever you want to be excited about, I'm okay about it. All of these for me now, and it's crazy. I never thought about it like that. I don't know why I saw Epic, Steam, Ubisoft, EA Plus, all different from the Xbox app and the PlayStation app. When on PC, I literally use them all exactly the same. I'll launch a game from Steam the same way that I'll launch a game from the Xbox app. Literally exactly the same. The difference is going to be the PlayStation app right now that you can only stream from. So hopefully, PlayStation, I guess you could compare it more with GeForce Now if you're on PC, I guess. I mean, you don't even really want to do that because that's disrespectful to GeForce Now. But what I mean is, why wouldn't PlayStation create their own storefront and their own launcher? I know a lot of people are not going to like that. I'm not saying stop selling your games on Steam either, but also give people the option that if you subscribe to PlayStation Plus, maybe those games that you're already porting, hey, on PC, they're already there as well. Whatever games you have on PlayStation Plus Premium or whatever on the console that you can already download and play, make that a possibility for PC users. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. They're all just apps now, bro. That's it. We're playing on a different level, playing on a different playing field, seeing things differently. They're just an app now. So, man, it put things into different perspective when you see it that way. And I know some of you are gonna argue and you're gonna be like, no, Doc, that's not, you can't even compare it, this, and that. I am showing you right now how Xbox, PlayStation, Ubisoft, and Steam on my PC, they're just apps. Nothing more, nothing less. They're just apps. That's all they are. They're just apps. And when you think about it like that, yeah, it takes away the fun from the console gaming and the console warring. It does. It really does. But I got to be honest with you and tell you how I feel. I know some people out there say that I make videos and stuff to cater to my fans. I got to do that to show for my fans or whatever. Look, bro. If I wanted to cater to a specific crowd, I would, and I would definitely know how to do it. Sometimes I look at those comments and it makes me feel disrespected. Like, you don't think I'm smart enough to figure out how to cater to one crowd and how to make a community of just like-minded people and only have. You don't think I could pull that off? You really don't think I could pull that off if I wanted to? You really don't think I could pull that? I can. But what I can't do is blatantly look you in your eyes and lie to you. I just can't. I can't. One cap, two truths. I've said that before plenty of time on my channel. I might give you one cap, two truths though, and I'll package them all together. So you're gonna have a hard time figuring out what I'm capping for and what I'm telling you the truth about, right? But I'll package to you like that. But some things I just can't deny. Some things I can't deny. People get mad at me when I talk about how if you are a PlayStation console gamer, PlayStation has given you no reason to leave the PlayStation hardware. They have given you no reason to leave the PlayStation hardware. We agree with that, right? There's no reason for you to leave the PlayStation hardware and go to PC. There's none, right? Not really, because those games that you've been playing on PlayStation, now that they're coming out on PC, you should have played them already, right? Okay. Now they go day and date. Now you might have a reason if you got a nice strong PC. But even then, think about it like this. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Horizon, Forbidden West, Ratchet and Clank, all of those games, right, are not going to be playing exponentially better on a PC than they are on the PS5. They might play slightly better depending on what your hardware is. But if you're a console gamer, you're perfectly fine. You're satisfied. If you are a Series X gamer, when Starfield came out, you were playing an inferior version to the PC version by 30 frames. That can't be argued. These are facts. When Redfall came out, same thing. When Baldur's Gate came out, you couldn't play it if you were an Xbox Series X owner because they had to try to figure out how to make it run on Xbox Series S. These are facts. These are facts. So they could have given people many reasons to switch over and game on PC. If I was trying to cater to my Xbox fans, I would not say things like that. I wouldn't. Not at all. If I was trying to cater to the ponies, I wouldn't tell you that Horizon Zero Dawn is a way better game than Horizon Forbidden West. I've beaten both of them. Why? How does that help me? I am my own worst enemy when it comes to this channel and growing this channel. When it comes to that, if it comes to just catering to one side. I've even spoken to PC gamers about stop saying that PC gaming is the same as console gaming or is as convenient or whatever the case may be. It's just not as easy. It's not. They're both different. And the best advice I got a long time ago is stop comparing console to PC, and that's the best thing to do. I'm at a stage right now where everybody's upset with me, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody could be upset with me. But when you watch my content, you know that whatever I'm telling you because that's exactly how I feel at that moment when I turn on the camera and when I have the mic in my hand. That is 100% how I feel at that moment. And I'll even tell you if I'm trying to contemplate and going through it in my head live sometimes when I'm doing things like this. I'll tell you, I'll let you know. But I'm telling you right now, as a PC gamer, I am telling you right now, even with the issues that I have encountered with PC, and I hate when PC gamers pretend like there's never anything weird. I have opened up Assassin's Creed Origin before, and it has opened up in a small window. Why? Even though it's been on full window since for like the past week, it will just open up in a small window, and then I gotta go into the settings and then put it back to full window mode for whatever reason. And people act like that stuff doesn't happen. It happens. Stop lying to people. It happens. It happens. Stop. But regardless, PC gaming, every single time I game on PC, it keeps getting better and better and better. And when I keep seeing, it's almost like the onions being peeled back. Shout out to my boy Isomotion Gaming. There's layers. There's layers to this, like an onion. That's what he says. He be making fun of my slogan. I might have to sue him or something. But anyways, listen. Every single time I game on PC, I'm like blown away. Like, why did it take me so long to realize this and see this? Why? I could buy a game today on Steam that 10 years from now, I'm still going to have access to. Meaning the PC that I'm using 10 years from now, it's probably going to be able to run that game. We have bought games on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360. Some of you bought games, right? That Xbox One, some of you guys bought games that may not work on your current hardware now. Why? Why? Why would you have to go grab another piece of hardware? I've seen people post pictures of their entertainment system where they all have a PS5 and a PS3 in their entertainment system so they can play PS3 games. What? Why? If you bought those games on PC, let's say you bought all the Assassin's Creed on PC, right now, whatever PC you have, you still be able to play them. It's not even about Sony or Xbox at this point. It's just an app. It's just an app. I'm grateful more than anything, especially all the PC dudes that have been encouraging and not just judgy, right? And even those like here's the thing, I'm a big boy. I can take critique. And you can be honest with me. Hey, Doc, you made this mistake. Like, shout out to my dude, K Sante, bro. K Sante told me live on air when I was on his podcast, your downfall, Doc, is probably going to be that 8 gigabyte of VRAM. Literally said it. Everybody else, yeah, 8 gigabyte, that's probably going to be where everything else in your system is good. But that 8 gigabyte, I don't know. Some of you guys even said, hey, Doc, you know, that Walmart PC, typically they skimp out on the power supply. You might want to look for a different power supply. Shout out to you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And then some of you degenerate, no life having. I'm kidding. I'm just being a little bit extra mean. Had nothing nice to say, but just laugh at me because I bought a Walmart PC. But here I am, still with that same Walmart PC, enjoying gaming and seeing things from a different perspective. It's hard to look at this next generation of hardware that's about to come out and figure out if I want to purchase that or if I want to save the money that I would spend on a PS5 Pro, save the money that I would spend on the next Xbox, save the money that I would spend on the Xbox hardware, save the money that I would spend on a Asus ROG Ally X when I have the regular Ally, and just go ahead and upgrade my system or buy another pre-build. I'm gonna tell you right now, you are not gonna bully me into building a PC. It's not gonna happen. I'll build a PC whenever I feel comfortable building a PC. I got no problem getting another pre-build. No, none at all. None at all. But I'll leave that there. I think that's good. It's just an app. PlayStation is just an app. Xbox is just an app. Steam is just an app. And right now, Steam has a hardware. I think Steam has multiple hardware, doesn't it? GeForce now, NVIDIA has a dedicated hardware, have an NVIDIA Shield. I actually have an NVIDIA Shield. Bro, the lines are getting really blurred. And if you're stuck on console, it's the only reason to play on consoles for the ease of use. That's it. And PC is not that much harder. I would say you definitely got to deal with more things. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's really not that much harder. And the upside of it is ridiculous. Dog1985. There's levels to this. I think that's good. We out. Peace.